The Canon 6D is one of those cameras I consider legendary, and at the end of this video, I'll explain why. I will tell you the main pros and cons the 6D brings. It's a camera that invokes nostalgia and opened up new possibilities for many people. Let's start with the positives. First pro, good ISO performance. It's a full-frame camera with a large sensor. Even though I'm a big fan of Micro Four Thirds and love Panasonic and Olympus cameras, you would need 4 Micro Four Thirds sensors placed side by side to match the size of a full-frame sensor. I'm not here to debate which is better, but in terms of ISO performance, a large sensor definitely helps. Wedding photographers in particular benefited a lot from what the 6D brought to the table back in 2013. It was much better than its predecessor, the 5D Mark II, delivering clean images at ISO 2500, whereas the 5D Mark II showed similar results only at ISO 1600. The camera's 20-megapixel resolution also contributed a lot to this performance. As we all know, fewer megapixels leads to better ISO performance. Canon clearly understood its target audience and found the perfect balance here. Second pro, and probably the most appreciated one, good autofocus capabilities. Compared to the older 5D Mark II, which had serious focusing issues in low light, the 6D was a game changer for its time. In low light, it's a reliable tool for capturing sharp images, even of moving subjects. Wedding photographers know exactly what I mean. While it doesn't have the focusing speed of the newer Canon 6D Mark II, the original 6D back in 2013 was a beast. Its autofocus system gave photographers the confidence that they were holding a reliable tool. It was capable of keeping up with the fast pace of a wedding, but not just outside on a sunny day. The 6D was appreciated for what the autofocus could do in challenging low-light conditions. It truly expanded possibilities for photographers, helping them capture more shots. Third pro, good build quality. Canon has always provided rugged construction in its full-frame cameras, and the 6D is no exception. It's built like a tank. The buttons and dials are sturdy, designed to withstand heavy usage for many years. Additionally, the camera is weather-sealed, so dust and raindrops won't damage it. This robust build quality also comes with comfortable handling. Although it's a small full-frame DSLR with a less generous grip than the 5D series, it suits both those with big hands and with small hands. The buttons and dials are intuitively placed, making it a solid, portable, full-frame camera with great ergonomics. It's both rugged and comfortable, a thing Canon excels at. Fourth pro, good image quality. Thanks to Canon's color science and the full-frame sensor, the 6D delivers excellent image quality. Even though it lacks the color depth of the 5D Mark III, quick tweaks in Photoshop can fix that. Its 20 megapixels are more than enough. Fewer megapixels translates into better ISO performance. Personally, I'd rather have 20 megapixels with better low-light capabilities than 24 with a poor ISO performance. The full-frame sensor also provides excellent background blur and subject isolation. People that want to buy a camera with such a large sensor know why they do this. You can't go wrong with it. As long as you don't do wildlife photography and need that crop factor, you can't go wrong with a full-frame camera. It delivers good image quality, and with Canon's color science by your side, it's even better. Fifth pro, large lens variety. Owning a full-frame Canon DSLR gives you incredible flexibility when it comes to lenses. If we count all the lenses available for this camera, both from Canon and third-party brands, there are over 250 options. I always said that the lens you use is as important as the camera itself. With such a wide range of options, you can easily find high-quality lenses on the used market at affordable prices. 6 Pro, good battery life. The 6D can take 1000 shots on a fully charged battery, twice as much as the average mirrorless camera. I always recommend having at least 2 batteries for any camera you own, but with the 6D, if you're just doing street photography for a few hours, 2 batteries will be more than enough. The camera's low power consumption is a significant advantage. The 7 Pro, the silent shutter. This may seem like a minor feature, but it's invaluable in certain situations. For example, if you're in a small room at a conference and don't want to be disruptive, or if you're photographing birds and don't want to scare them away, the silent shooting mode allows you to be much more discreet. It's always a pleasure to find the silent shooting option on a camera. The 8 Pro, the affordable price. You can find a Canon 6D in good condition on the used market for as low as $300 US. With this price point and extensive lens selection, there's never been a better time to own a full-frame DSLR like this one. The Canon 6D probably offers the best value for those looking to try a full-frame camera. Okay, these were the pros. Now let's also see the downsides. First con, mediocre video quality. The 6D doesn't support 4K video recording, which is understandable given its age. It's a camera released in 2013. However, what's disappointing is that its full HD video isn't as crisp as it should be. It almost looks like an upscaled 720p video. While it's possible to enhance the footage in editing software through sharpening and upscaling, having sharper Full HD footage straight from the camera would have been better. Second con, no dual pixel autofocus. While using the screen instead of the viewfinder, it takes longer to lock onto subjects because the 6D lacks Canon's dual pixel AF, an intelligent autofocus system which unfortunately was introduced in newer models. The 6D is indeed old and didn't receive this upgrade. The camera's autofocus isn't unusable, but you'll need patience, especially if you're trying to film moving subjects. The third con, the non-articulating LCD screen. A fully articulating screen would have provided much needed flexibility, and not just for video, but also for those high and low angles. On top of that, a fully articulating screen helps with street photography since you're looking down at the camera, avoiding direct eye contact with your subject. It's puzzling why Canon didn't include an articulating screen in the 6D or even on their premium DSLRs, the 5D Mark III and 5D Mark IV. Fourth con, limited autofocus points. When using the viewfinder, the autofocus is fast and accurate, but you only get 11 AF points. It would have been great to have more. Other potential downsides, like the lack of a dual card slot, can be mentioned, but the pros of a 6D outweigh the cons. It remains an excellent choice for those on a budget looking to experience a full-frame sensor. To conclude, at the start of this video, I mentioned that the 6D is legendary to me, and here's why. I occasionally shoot weddings, a place where you need to be quick and efficient. After using various cameras, there were two moments when I felt that photography would change for the better. When I used the Canon 6D and later the Canon R6. These two cameras instill confidence. You immediately notice the difference when upgrading from the Canon 5D Mark II to the 6D or from the EOS R to the R6. The older models had limitations that often resulted in missed shots, but the 6D and R6 were revolutionary for their time, making photography less frustrating and more enjoyable. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, press that like and that subscribe button for more content. And remember, if you're on a budget and want to explore a full-frame camera, look for a Canon 6D. See you in the next one, guys. Take care.